Rebuke all devils coming back to you, man. Hope y'all made it to another blessed Friday. Hey, check this out, man. If anybody ever wondered why people say Black Lives Matter, which I know we're not black people, we're brown people. We're Hebrew Israelites by blood. My DNA test traces back to the Bible and to the Holy Land, so I know for a fact who we are. But this is why. This is courtesy of MSNBC. Check this out.
Minneapolis. It is also the eve of the funeral for Daunte Wright, 20 years old, black, shot in the chest by a police officer during a traffic stop. Shot in the chest and killed during the trial of the officer who killed George Floyd just a few miles from the courthouse. Daunte Wright's funeral is tomorrow in Minneapolis. And today, all over the country, all day long, in prepping for the show, in reviewing the news of the day, we watched police press conferences today, all over the country. Police press conferences, one after the other, about police officers killing black Americans. And this didn't all happen today because of the George Floyd trial verdict yesterday. This is just another day. This is just what the news is in our country on a Wednesday.
Our goal is to provide as much information and as quickly as we can and provide the information that we have access to. Again, the State of Ohio, the Attorney General's Office, BCI, is conducting a criminal investigation into this incident, but we know it's important to let our community know the facts that we know and the facts that we can share. Today, we're going to increase the number of body-worn camera video that we can show you today.
It is indeed a tragic day here in Pasquotank County. What we are looking for at this time will be accurate answers and not fast answers. We're going to wait for the full and complete investigation.
Sheriff, do you have an expected time that you may release the body camera footage?
I do not right now at this time. Again, like Special Agent Rogers stated, it is tremendously early in this investigation. But all these questions you're asking, and I know you want all the answers to them, they will come out. They will come out.
Because this is an officer-involved shooting, is a reason we prioritized and focused on getting this out. This shooting happened inside a school. This shooting involved a child. Those are all reasons to cause me to prioritize this case and make it a very quick and thorough turnaround. But I also want to tell you one of the reasons that I have responded so quickly is because it is just my response to this community. There have been media, there have been community leaders, there have been politicians, and there have been activist groups that have all demanded answers, which they are entitled to. You're all entitled to it. But everybody has demanded those answers right now.
Knoxville, Tennessee today, the police shooting of 17-year-old Anthony J. Thompson Jr., 17. Before that was Elizabeth City, North Carolina, about the police shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. Before that was Columbus, Ohio, about the police shooting of 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant. That's all just today. And yes, today does happen to be the day after the George Floyd trial verdict in Minnesota. But honestly, this is just Wednesday. This is just what's in the news on a weekday in America, in the relationship between police departments and black communities in this country.
And there you have it. What more proof?
Last summer, in the weeks following.
And there you have it. What more proof do you need? You know? And once again, you know, before I get off this video, when they talk about these black people, you have to ask yourself, what is your name if some people have to name you black? Because that's just the color that you're not. Like, look at this sketch. Those people are brown. Look at the people that you see on TV. They're brown people. They're not black people. There's no such thing. Just like there's no such thing as white people. You see him? He's not white. That's the color white. He's not the color white. They're Europeans. They're descendants of the Romans. But if someone have to name you black man, African American, Afro American, if they have to call you nigger, if they have to call you Negro, what was your name before they called you all these things? Where did your people exist and live at before the 1600s, the 1400s, before slavery? Like we just popped up on the planet during the 1600s? These are the things that you have to ask yourself. And the answer to those questions are, you're Israelites by blood. I'm not the only one. We are a nation of people that are being governed and oppressed by a different nation of people, which are the descendants of the nation of people that came to Europe, that came from Europe and came over here when there were indigenous people already here. And that's just what history is. The Europeans are not native to this land. So we have to understand that the hate is deep, and it runs deep, and it always will run deep. That's why we have to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. But with that being said, man, y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Do your history. Do your homework. Look at the hieroglyphics in Egypt, 3,500 years old. Look at the Egyptians, and look at their servants that they had, their slaves. The artifacts don't lie. The DNA don't lie. You see? So do your homework, man. Knowledge is power, and power is knowledge. You know, and don't ever let nobody tell you who you are. Find out who you are, and let the facts speak for themselves. Shalom.